Please sit down and make yourself comfortable. My name is Richard Tanner. I'm a fan and a supporter of Lisa Sprague for Leon County Sheriff. And I wanted to spend a minute or two directing and focusing why we're all here. Sometimes, I guess, desperation in politics causes people to do things which just aren't within the bounds of fair play and good judgment and sound discretion, even in political battles. I think we've come across one of those in the political battle for Leon County Sheriff's Office. Sadly, it has come to the attention of Lisa Sprague's campaign that her adversary, the incumbent sheriff, unfortunately, of Leon County, has taken to addressing her using descriptions of females that we would not only use in polite company, but we probably wouldn't use in a fraternity house anymore. They're just plain out of line and inappropriate in every respect. And it's not just something we heard. One of the people who was present when this incumbent sheriff mistreated, for the purposes of political gain, the gender of Lisa Sprague, has prepared paperwork so it's backed up, that we know that it's not an aspersion that would be taken lightly under any circumstances. And as is, Lisa is always extraordinarily thorough in what she does, she has the backup and the wherewithal to demonstrate that these events that she's going to talk about, where she was mistreated on the basis of gender by an incumbent using the B word describing females, is totally inappropriate. And I'd like to let Lisa take it from there.
Hello, my name is Tabitha Frazier. I'm another female candidate seeking public office here in Leon County. I stand in support of Lisa Sprague and would like to read a statement made by Siobhan Bennett, President and CEO of the Women's Campaign Fund. We strongly condemn Sheriff Larry Campbell's sexist attacks against Lisa Sprague. Groundbreaking research from our sister organization, Name It, Change It, shows that sexist attacks like these, either in the media or from an opponent, can drastically damage voters' perceptions of the woman candidate. Name It and Change It exists to replace the usual silence that follows an attack. Calling it out as sexism is a critical step for women candidates seeking to repair the damage with their voters. The Women's Campaign Fund applauds Lisa Sprague for taking a stand against the severe misogyny coming from her opponent and call on other voters of Leon County to do the same.
My name is Agnes Fury. I'm a member of Florida Now. The Florida National Organization for Women proudly endorsed Lisa Sprague for sheriff from her answers to our questionnaire and an interview. Any public official who refers to a woman opponent with the B word meaning female dog, especially at an open meeting, is unworthy to serve. I was a president of a NOW chapter in New Jersey in the late 70s. And today is a weird time warp do-over. I currently coordinate Achieve Higher Ground, which was founded in respect. Ms. Sprague is a professional law enforcement officer, and for any public official, public employee, to use derogatory sexist language toward any citizen is unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Veronique Tolliver, and I'm with the Unified Women's Club. I'm here to, on behalf of Lisa Sprague and all women who run for office, to address the issue of being called anything but your name. I believe that the impact carries over where leadership is accountable. So I'm going to read the remarks. This inappropriate, unacceptable behavior to voters has nothing to do with Mrs. Sprague's merit, years of career service, or extensive qualifications. The citizens of Leon County expect more and deserve better, and need to be reassured that the public disclosure will remain focused on the issues that will impact their families and continue to move Leon County forward in these tough times. Instead of focusing on meritless statements, we should be focusing on attention and reducing the crime rate, reducing costs to taxpayers, improving corporations, and strengthening our communications amongst our law enforcement agencies, and in short, moving our sheriff's office into the 21st century.
Good afternoon, I'm Rachel Sutz-Pienta, and I am the Communications Director for the Democratic Women's Club of Florida. Lisa Sprague has been endorsed by the Democratic Women's Club. She is one of our supported candidates. She's also a member of our organization. I'd like to make a few remarks at the request of our president, Janet Goen, who could not be here today. Our organization is dedicated to supporting Democratic women running for political office. The number of women who run and have the opportunity to serve an elected office represents only a small percentage of the female electorate. While women make up more than half of all registered voters in the United States, women still hold less than 25% of all elected offices across the nation. In a traditionally male-dominated field, such as law enforcement, women have made some headway in police departments. In police departments, hiring policies have largely reflected the changing times. Women are hired, and federal EEOC policies are closely followed. However, in the Boys Club of elected sheriffs and mainly his deputies, women have made far fewer and much slower strides. In Florida, only 2 women lead law enforcement agencies as elected sheriffs. Sheriffs Susan Benton and Sadie Darnell have broken that glass ceiling to become elected sheriffs. Sheriff Darnell, like Lisa Sprague, Sheriff Darnell, like Lisa Sprague, also came from the ranks of a university police department before making her groundbreaking run for Alachua County Sheriff. Yes, the Sheriff of Alachua County led the campus police for the Gators at the University of Florida prior to her election. I think she and Lisa are still friends, despite the fact that Lisa was a leader at Florida State University with the Seminoles. Women who run for office know they're running against stereotypes as well as opponents. Lisa Sprague has more than 30 years of law enforcement experience, close to 2 decades in leadership roles, and yet she has had to answer questions about her ability to lead men. To date, Lisa has only served in coeducational police departments. Her entire career as a law enforcement officer and leader has been served alongside and as a commander of agencies that include female and male officers. What women who run for office also know is that they are subject to sexism on the campaign trail. The language used to describe women candidates includes words that would not be permissible to say on a news broadcast due to federal communications law, and I won't be saying them today in this forum. Women know. Women who run for office also know that their male opponents feel carte blanche to speak about them in terms that would never be used against another man. Words considered obscenities, unacceptable for use in public discourse by the average citizen, much less an elected leader of the community, are used freely by male candidates to talk about the women they run against. The Democratic Women's Club of Florida has sent me here today as Communications Director to call for an end to sexist attacks on all women candidates and for an end to the attacks against this woman candidate in particular. It is time for women to stop running against stereotypes. It is time for women to run for office. It is time for us to elect candidates on qualifications. It's time to cast our votes based on how well equipped the candidate is for the office that he or she seeks, rather than the equipment he or she carries below their belt. Thank you for your time today.
Well, that's the end of it, so thank you all for coming. I appreciate it, and I appreciate all your support and being here, and the community. It's very important, very important.
Good.